Good afternoon. Welcome back. We come to you on time today for our birthdays and events this Sunday, November 12th, 2023. Only have a couple birthdays, couple of events, so this is going to go by fairly quickly. We're going to start in 1995 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt wins this race, but Jeff Gordon wins his first championship. Of course, this was the era of full season points, which we all enjoyed, and it made perfect sense. A lot of talking heads today will have you believe, oh, it wasn't exciting to have a guy come in and all he has to do is finish 23rd. Look at Phoenix. Christopher Bell finished last. It doesn't, it's not all about having that Game 7 moment every year. Is that car going to hold up? Is there going to be mistakes made? Is he going to get wound up in a crash or what have you? But with that being said, I think Gordon had to finish like 35th, 36th or better, somewhere in that neighborhood. And of course, the day before, or during that race, they actually had Ken Schrader field a team, I believe, and Hendrick put out another car for Jimmy Horton and somebody else. But Horton was badly hurt the day before in the ARCA race, and they had to have Jeff Purvis drive that car. And again, it was one of those things that they did just to kind of pad the field at the back a little bit, that if, say Gordon did have an early issue, they could park that other car and give Gordon one more spot. But as it turned out, Jeff didn't need it. I didn't really look where he finished. I know he didn't have a great day, and on their last pit stop of the day, if you go back and watch this race, the last pit stop of the day, they had all their crew guys change their what they did just for fun. Instead of, like, I think Ray Evernham was the crew chief at the time, and they had him change the right front tire or the right rear tire. They had him do something totally different, so everybody was just having fun since they'd clinched the title. But I vaguely remember that race. I'll have to go back and watch it again sometime. I probably only watched it once since it aired. But, pretty big moment when Jeff wins his first of 4 titles. Our only other event that I seen on this day that was significant, 2017, Phoenix in the Cup race. Matt Kenseth wins. Ultimately, this would be his final win of his Cup Series career, and that would be with Joe Gibbs, number 20. Of course, a lot of drivers and teams celebrated him on the cool-down lap, probably realizing this was going to be the last one for Matt, as he hadn't re-signed with Joe Gibbs. I believe Eric Jones was signed to take over shortly thereafter. And just, kind of emotional win for Matt. We got 3 birthdays here. We'll start in 1991. I thought I had a card of this young lady, but I could not find it anywhere. Julia Landauer. I know she's made some ARCA starts, maybe a truck start or something. I really didn't do a lot of research on her, but I do know the name is very, very familiar. We do have a couple with cards here. So born on this day in 1965, made her name in the Goodies Dash series. And if I remember right, she was the first female to win a Goodies Dash series race, beat Karen Schulz. You've seen this card before. We had it when we did some of the other cards. And I was wanting to pick up some cards of some of the harder to get or lesser known drivers. So there's a little bit of information about Miss Schulz. Those little bull ring cards back in the day. And our final one, and this guy's been around a while. He's a crew chief in the Truck Series. Born on this day in 1962. He was a championship-winning crew chief in the Xfinity Series. He may have a Truck Series title, I don't know. But he was a champion crew chief in the Xfinity Series. Then Busch. And he was a former Busch Series driver as well. And that would be Mr. Jeff Hensley. If I remember right, he's the son of Hubert, the nephew of Jimmy Hensley. So we're just going to go front to back on these and give you guys a little bit of information. 92 tracks. So he's always good at, cousin Jimmy Hensley. Yeah, that would make sense. So I believe Hubert was Jimmy's uncle. That's what it was. And Jeff was Jimmy's cousin. So, and then we have the 92 Black Max and Red Max. So we'll just, both of the backs are the same. There you see. But Jeff Hensley, if I remember correct, finished in the top 10 in points in 1984 in the Busch, now Xfinity Series. So an accomplishment that a lot of drivers have never had. And he's got it as a driver, and he's still a crew chief. I believe he was crew chief for Grant Enfinger this year and almost won the title, so pretty successful. He's one of those fly under the radar guys. You don't notice him, but he's done a really, really, really good job over the years at maintaining his, keeping on top of his craft and doing a good job at it. So anyway, thanks again, everyone, for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. We're real close to 2,000 subs, and I want to make that happen before the end of the year. So thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow.